So here we are in a 2008 Toyota Sienna Limited. As you can see, no DVD. Please insert the map DVD. Now normally you'd think, okay, no big deal. You know, I'll just use my phone. But you'll notice nothing works at all except for like tilt and load. And if we put it into reverse, no backup camera. So the only way you can enable all of these functions is to insert the map DVD. So you think, okay, no big deal. I'll just put it in. Uh-oh. No luck with that, huh? And I've tried this countless times. I've tried hitting it. Nothing works. So I'm going to cover today how to take the radio out. So I forgot to mention the other thing. The reason why I have to do this is because we replaced our battery and that kind of reset everything. So that's why it's not working. So if for some reason your map DVD came out and you had to reset everything, this is what happens. So here we go, and I'm going to hand the camera off to my trusty helper.
What?
Yes, can you hold the camera? There you go. So remember, hold it, point it there. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do, my little pry tool, and I bought this at Harbor Freight in a kit. It didn't cost very much. You can see it all just kind of pops right out. That's pretty easy. I'm just going to, I don't know if I'm going to unplug all of this or just set it aside. Probably just leave it there. And then on this one, see, we're going to aim this over here a little higher. There you go. Right over here, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to take this. And the trick is, like, you don't want to use force, especially when you're dealing with, you know, older vehicles, even the newer ones. You know, there's usually a pretty easy way to get all of this to come out. There we go. There you go. All right. So you can see, I'll probably leave all of this here. And now...
What are you going to do to the camera?
Well, now we're going to figure out just how this radio mounts in place. So it looks like we've got 1, 2... And over here we've got another couple. I'm guessing those are probably 10 millimeters. Probably gonna have to take this one out. Oh no, plenty of room. So what do you think, pal? It looks like probably these...
I think something's wrong with it.
Yeah, I think something's wrong with it. I'm sure of that.
I think something's wrong in there.
And you know, I probably have to pop this panel off. I should have looked this up. I know there are other videos, but if you're watching mine, I appreciate it. Figure out how that comes apart. Maybe it's from here. The trick with these pry tools is that you can usually figure out how it comes apart
But it comes apart.
by wiggling a little bit.
Then it will harder.
Yeah, well, that's not working.
That's
I'm not going to worry about it right now. I'm just
I'm
going to
not gonna
focus
worry
on... Yeah, we're going to try and just focus on these right here.
These right here.
All right, so I'm going to hand this back to my cameraman.
Yeah.
Can you hold that? Wonderful. So just kind of point that at the radio and find my trusty 10 millimeter, because I bet you that's what it is. I'm using my very finest Harbor Freight junkyard toolkit today, so it's kind of hard to find. There we go, 10 millimeter.
That's the radio right there.
Yeah, so, oh, that's actually not 10 millimeter.
It isn't.
I am shocked
Why shocked?
because everything in a Toyota is 10 millimeter,
That's 10 millimeters.
but not in this case.
But not in this case. It's a Toyota Sienna.
That's right, it's a Toyota Sienna. There we go, 8 millimeter. So hey folks, 8 millimeter for these. I'm surprised, but that's okay.
What doing?
So,
I think you told me not to turn on the light.
yeah, you're doing great.
You told me not to turn on the light because the batteries were good. Because police can pull you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a battery is gonna get dead when I do that.
Yeah, so it looks like I've discovered that my very deluxe Harbor Freight wrench here doesn't fit too well in here. But that's okay.
That's okay.
Yeah, if I have to go get some other tools, I will.
Why?
We'll do a little edit. That'll be fine.
What didn't you get some no tools?
Yeah, because this one doesn't fit.
Because that one doesn't fit.
That's right. It's a little too
Small.
A little too big, actually.
It's either too big,
Yeah,
actually.
but I think it's okay. There.
I think it's okay.
Yeah, luckily they're not on there too
It's
tight.
not on there too tight.
Oh, can you keep pointing at that? What I'm doing?
Oh, I see your hand there.
Yeah, focus. Yeah, just point it at my hand. All right, so we'll take that out. And then, see what I'm doing over? Uh-oh. Don't do that. That's what's great about these cars, though. They're simple enough that you know, you don't need a bunch of fancy tools.
You
Everything comes out pretty easily. Point it at the radio. There you go. Doing great. Making our first video. This is awesome.
This is awesome.
So for those of you watching at home, I'll point out that my cameraman is 4.5 years old.
Where to put that there?
What's that?
Where to put that there? That thing.
This?
Yeah.
It's my toolkit.
Where to put it there?
Just so that I can reach it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what's uh-oh? Uh-oh, move this hand. There you go.
That was my hand.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. Well, at least I'm sure the camera work today is better than what I usually do. All right, so I've got, there we go. So this just kind of pops out. Put the camera at this.
That pops out?
Yeah, that just kind of pops out. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 millimeter. And that just kind of goes around the bottom. And then I pulled,
and then you pull.
I mean, those go around the side. And then I pulled from the bottom. And then just it all kind of came out. So that's nice.
Oh, wait.
So point at the radio. So let's see what happens next. Next, I may have to get some, looks like we've got 4, so move your hand. There you go, Val. There you go. So it looks like we've got, I'm going to borrow this for a second.
Oh, wait.
Thank you, Daniel. Cameraman Daniel here. So it looks like I've got 4, probably 8 millimeters back in there. 1, 2, come on camera, focus. 1, 2, and then there's another one, 3 right there, another one behind it. And I'm assuming the same thing over here. Yeah, that's what it looks like. So, we'll see what we can do. So Daniel, can you point that at the radio again? All right, don't put your hand in the way of the lens. There you go, like that. That's good.
This?
Uh-huh. And you're pointing at the radio?
Yes.
Right here? Perfect. All right. So here we go.
What doing?
And I'm probably gonna have to get my better tools. This Harbor Freight special isn't working so hot. You know what? I think I found an easier way. Looks like we've got, yeah, point right here. It looks like we've got a 10 mil right here and another one right here. Give me my hat back. Cameraman's stealing my hat. So I think I may just take this whole bracket off. That's going to be a lot easier than getting those 8 mils out. So let's see what happens. For those of you watching at home, yeah, point it at the radio. For those of you watching at home, I decided to pretend that YouTube videos don't exist for this job, and that I would just kind of figure it out. You know, pretend like it's the old days where we don't have videos on how to do everything.
And this was.
Okay, so I'm just going to loosen all these up.
All these on my side.
Yep. All right.
Oh, wait.
So it looks like I pointed at the radio.
You're doing it right there?
Yeah. Can you can see my hands?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
I see your hands in the video.
Great, perfect. Keep it like that.
I am.
Excellent. You're doing great. So, I found a place that can do the repair on this unit. It's kind of expensive. Make sure you can see the radio.
Wait.
Can you see the radio? There we go.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I found a place locally. Well, kind of locally. They're down in Van Nuys.
Yeah, I.
Yep. And so they can service this unit.
This unit.
It's pretty expensive.
Pretty expensive.
I'm a little shocked.
You're a little shocked. Why?
Well, I'll tell you, Daniel. It's because this is a really old radio.
It is?
Yeah.
That's why I'm shocked.
Yeah, and I didn't think it would cost that much.
It didn't cost that much.
But I think they're going to want $300 to $400 to fix this. But it's kind of cheaper than getting a new one, like a new like CarPlay unit, which would be nice. But this van has the DVD player, right? And it also has the backup cam. So there are a lot of things that need to integrate. Make sure you're pointing at the radio. A lot of things that need to integrate, and it's going to be expensive to get something that'll do all of that. It'll cost, oh, bless you. That will cost more than just fixing this. So I think we'll
what
probably...
did take that off?
So now here you can see. So again, you can see this is the Denso radio, and back here we've got a lot of connections. I had no idea.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to unplug these connectors. So hey Daniel, can you hold this? All right. And then point it back here.
Back here?
Yeah. So that you can see all of that. Do you see this?
Yeah.
All right.
What is that called?
Yes, I'm just going to wiggle this connector. Oh boy. It's hard to do. I'm right-handed.
What is that called?
These are all different connectors.
So what did that does?
And these do different things. This communicates with the van.
It's kind of like a video game.
Yeah, it kind of looks like that, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just going to unplug all of these connectors here. Which again, I should do right-handed. There we go. Some of them are a little stubborn. Yeah, here's that. And there's that. Oh boy.
It's heavy.
It's pretty heavy. Yeah. It is pretty heavy.
It is pretty heavy.
So you can see we have completely liberated the radio. So I'll probably take a microfiber and dust all of this. Just get it all cleaned up. And yeah, I guess everything is out. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 connectors in there. That's a lot. So yeah, I think I'll clean up this radio. I'll probably take these. Yeah, I'll probably take these mounting brackets off because the repair place isn't going to need them. But yeah, maybe we'll do another video when we put it back in and see how it works. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah. Can you say bye?
Bye.
There we go.
Video.
All right, so we're back.
We're back.
We got everything fixed.
We got everything.
I'm going to hand this off to my trusty cameraman, Daniel. Got it?
Yeah.
All right. So before we do the final install, I just want to test this out and make sure it works.
To make sure it works.
So we took this to High Tech Electronics, and I'm told they do work for people all over the country, and they really know their stuff. I was very impressed. Really fast turnaround, and they knew exactly what the problem was. So they replaced the DVD drive on this, And they just, I couldn't believe how fast they fixed it. It was amazing. I dropped it off whatever day that was that I filmed, and then the next morning they called and it was ready. And I didn't even have time to go pick it up. So now we got everything hooked up.
Got everything hooked.
That's right. And so now,
I see you here.
all right, so now I'm gonna just put the key in. Can you show the radio?
Yeah.
All right, so it says no DVD.
No DVD.
Please insert map DVD. Oh boy. Let me see. And we're wait. Oh,
Sure. Translate into which language?
It's with place the DVD.
system loading.
System loading.
Let's see if it works.
Let's see what.
I think it's gonna work.
I think it's gonna work. Yay!
Yay! Let's
Woohoo.
see.
You're so happy it's gonna work.
I am. Are
I'm,
you happy?
Yeah, I am happy. Everybody's happy.
Oh, it says Toyota.
This is Toyota.
Look at that.
Look at that.
I think it works.
I think it works.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at that.
Let's see. Radio? Yes. Great, it works.
Great, it works.
That is awesome.
That is awesome.
All right, so there you have it. And
It works, Eddie.
yeah, we'll film the final assembly
Why it works?
later.
Because
But
they're left.
but I can say high-end electronics, they know their stuff. They did a great
works.
job for me. So
It,
highly recommend if you're anywhere in the country. I think it's high-end electronics in Van Nuys, California. Huge shout out. It was about $400, but well worth it in my opinion. So there you have it. All right, so we're back. My trusty cameraman had to take a bath, so it's just me for now, and I'm going to try and do this one-handed. In all my excitement, I put this bracket on the radio backwards. So probably in the last footage you saw, this was facing up. It should be facing down, but now everything lines up. So we're gonna try and put this together one-handed. It's gonna be very exciting. And so again, like the reinstallation goes the same as the removal, just backwards. So I'm gonna see if I can line this 10mm. Just get it kind of in place with my finger right now. Do the one over on this side too. And this one's a little harder because I think I'm going to have to run this on with the extension. This one right here. Don't drop it. I find that if it's possible to drop a screw or a bolt, I will do it. Thankfully, it didn't happen on this one. We're not done yet. We got one more of these. Again, I'm gonna feed this on. There we go. Get this going. This one's harder. Don't drop. Got it. Gotta love that it doesn't take too many tools to do this job. Just 8mm and a 10mm, and then a trim tool. Now, truthfully, you don't need the trim tool. I actually used the first time I took these panels off, I used a plastic knife. So, use what you got. You could even get your fingernail in there. Again, just kind of be careful whenever you're removing interior trim pieces. You know, it's usually going to be old brittle plastic, so you only kind of get one shot at doing it the right way. Otherwise it's going to snap, and that's it. Luckily with these Siennas, they're everywhere, so you can certainly find other ones. But it's a shame to have to do that. For us, this is the limited trim. And there are less of these, with like the nav units and stuff. So we're going to put this panel back on, and if you remember, it just has a couple of 8mm on each side. And, you know, these don't have to go on there with a whole bunch of torque. It's more just to hold this plastic trim piece in place. Not a super big deal. Of course, you don't want it like loose, but you don't have to torque it down with an extension by any means. So this is kind of hard to reach. You could use one of those little kind of bendy screwdriver things that would work. You know, you could even use a pair of pliers too, or, you know, a high quality socket, which I have. I just don't want to grab right now. And then over here, same thing. I'll probably just do it by feel. So, you know, I've done a good amount of this over the years, but I wouldn't say that I'm good at it. So, you know, if you're handy, however long you're seeing this take me, it'd probably take you half as long. But certainly if I can do it, almost anybody could do this, as long as you're somewhat coordinated. And I'm just barely coordinated, so there you have it. That's on. Yep, and I'm just gonna get these kind of finger tight. That should be good enough. I may just try and get my socket on there, just for good measure. Oh yeah, that's tight. Oh, you could also use one of those like ratcheting open-ended wrenches. Those are great. Love those. All right, so that's in. I'm gonna just verify one more time. Start her up. Toyota. Drive safely. That's great. Looks good. Let's just make sure. There. And I just want to make sure that, you know, it's good. Every time you have work done, it's good to just verify that everything works. Yep. Oh yeah, that's good. Hey. Because of course, like, everyone watches Daniel Tiger in their van,
Hi,
right?
Neighbor.
Yes.
Today it's my.
That works great. All right. Well, I think we're good. Again, huge thank you to High End Electronics. They just absolutely rocked this out so fast. And again, like, it wasn't cheap, but you know, when you go to a really professional place, they know exactly what they're doing and exactly what needs doing, and it's great. I think they gave like a 6-month warranty on parts and labor for this, so not bad. And put these trim pieces back. Just kind of line everything up. You know, that's my one kind of gripe about this Sienna, is that it's just not put together very well. You know, interior stuff. And I don't know if that's because it's made in the US and not somewhere else, but I don't know. Still, it's a great van. Got almost 133 on the clock, runs great. Everything else works, and now this works, so we're happy. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope this was helpful.